Hey, and good morning. Welcome to the daily announcements. I'm going to try to do this each day to keep you guys informed and updated, and to keep myself entertained because I got to do something. So today is Monday, March 23rd. You weren't going to have school today either way. It was scheduled to be a teacher work day. Teachers are getting grades put in and finalized, and so those will be finalized by tomorrow. You can see what your quarter 3 grades were. Shout out a couple birthdays today, Thomas Simonton and Gavin Faulkner. Hope you're having a happy birthday. Hey, so everybody's talking about the whole COVID-19 thing. So who are some of the main players? Well, Dr. Amy Actin, Director of Ohio Department of Health. You may recognize that last name. Mr. Acton is also a teacher here at the middle school, and that's his wife. So she's pretty much killing it at the state level and at the national level, getting lots of love for how she's handling this whole situation. Governor Mike DeWine there on the right, he's the governor, and he's kind of in charge, but he's listening to what Dr. Acton's telling him. Some random dude in the background with a white coat. He's some kind of doctor. I googled it for like 30 seconds and couldn't figure out who he was. So don't at me with a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, there you go. There's the main characters. So what is she talking about? So this is just kind of the part that I understand. The big deal right now is to flatten the curve. And so what that means is we want to make sure that as few people get sick, especially right here at the beginning, because if too many people get sick all at one time, that's going to overwhelm the healthcare system and sick people won't be able to be taken care of. So that's why we're doing this whole thing of social distancing, is to make sure that people get sick over a spread out amount of time, that everybody doesn't get sick at one time. Again, healthy people, young people, probably aren't going to have symptoms or major symptoms. So they may not even know they're experiencing the virus. So it's just really important that we're all keeping our distance so that we can not all get sick at one time. This is one of the best things I've seen. Social distancing, what are we doing? We're really just trying to break the chain. So give a little bit of space so that people don't keep getting sick one after another. So by you stepping out and not continuing that going on, it'll help a whole bunch of people stay healthy, and especially some elderly people or some people who already have medical conditions. We don't want to take a chance of them getting this. Today, the big news is that Dr. Acton has directed the stay-at-home order. Um, I kind of was hoping that it would be on one of those little doctor's pads like they write prescriptions, but it's a whole big memo. And you can look that up if you want all the details. But basically, if you don't have to do it, don't. Stay home and stay well. So, Dr. Acton, like I said, pretty much a boss to this whole thing. On Twitter, 27,000 followers. There's a fan club, 34,000 members. That's pretty impressive, especially for somebody who hasn't even like set up their background picture on Twitter. I guess she has some other things going on, but just to give you a little bit of perspective, Bexley Middle School, 653 followers. So again, 27,653. If you got nothing else going on today, maybe you could help me bump my follower count up a little bit. What is more impressive than having an Amish shirt in your honor? This rolled out last week. You see lots of orders, lots of talk about it online, but they wanted to do something to honor some of the work that Dr. Acton's doing. Bexley, based company. Dr. Acton lives here in Bexley, and a really cool thing is that she wants all the proceeds from this to go to the Huckleberry House. If you're not familiar with the Huck House, they provide a safe place for homeless teens or teens who are experiencing things at home that just don't make it safe for them to live there. It's a place that kids can go. And Dr. Acton had some of those experiences in her childhood with not having housing security and some homelessness. And so she is linking with them. I definitely recommend you check out the Huck House website just to see what they're all about and see the good work they're doing. One of our service groups here at the school has been working with them, and so that's just another connection to Bexley. So love seeing that. Presidential Medal of Freedom, pretty cool. but having your own t-shirt from Amish, probably a little bit better. All right, so some of the top stories for today. Online learning, that's going to begin March 30th through Canvas and Gmail. Not a whole lot that you need to do. Teachers won't start loading things in until the 28th at the earliest. But again, March 30th is when online learning begins. We're shooting for 2.5, 3.5 hours per day. You don't have to do it all at once. You don't have to do it a certain time of day, but it's going to be about 30 minutes per class that you're taking. Those Q4 classes will start March 30th. So if you're moving into art or health or some of those things, make sure that you're checking that out. Make sure you can log into Canvas. Make sure you can log into Gmail. If you're having any problems with that, shoot me an email and we'll help you get set. Again, stay at home begins tonight at midnight. That means you need to, be home unless your parents are taking you to the store. Or you have to run, super important errand, but don't just be out hanging out for any reason. That's important. 8th graders, check out Canvas for an update on your service project. We have to cancel all the groups visiting and the field trips and those kind of things. So what we're doing instead is a read aloud project that we're going to help the elementary. So we're going to have you guys do read alouds, videotape them. We're going to share those with the elementary teachers so they can push them out to the little kids at this time so they can still get read alouds. I mean, everybody loves a read aloud. One of the best part about being a little kid is having somebody else read the book to you. Then you grow up and you have to read the book yourself. That's not cool. So check that out. That's 8th grade service project, but actually anybody can participate. So if you want to be part of that, 6th or 7th graders, jump right on board. SD8 applications. I know some of our 7th graders were waiting for that. That's going to be coming online soon. Just hang on. The information's coming. And finally, top story today, tomorrow, the next day. Really probably good advice for life. I don't know why we just now started doing this, but you need to wash your hands. 20 seconds, soap and water. Get, in between the fingers and all that kind of good stuff. So you got nothing else going on. You can spend 20 seconds washing your hands after you touch things, after you go outside, or anytime before you eat. And just our kind of final thought for today. When I was a kid, there was this big thing about be kind, rewind. Whenever you checked out a VHS tape from the Blockbuster or from the rental store, they always wanted you to rewind that videotape when you returned it so the next person got it ready to go. But as we move into a predominantly online phase for our communications, I'm going to just take a little twist on that and say be kind online. Think about what you're saying and how you're saying it. Everybody's going to be cooped up, a little stir crazy, but just think carefully before you post something or send something. It's really important that we're really kind to each other at this time. And with that, I'm going to say stay classy, Bexley. I'm looking for a great sign-off phrase, so look for a survey to help me figure out how we should be signing off on these things, because you do not want my cheesy ideas being the main driver of this. All right. Hope everybody's staying safe, staying healthy. Your teachers will be in contact. Check email, check Canvas, and have a great day.